about all those that have been affected by the hurricane. We saw the devastation coming up I-16, as well as Statesboro, Georgia. And we're thinking about those, even our Sun Belt partners up in Boone, North Carolina, with App State, and seeing what's going on up there is just incredible. It makes the game really secondary, but really proud of these guys. I really felt that those first 4 games had really hardened us, had galvanized us, and created a tough football team, and I thought really put us in best position to go take on an Eastern Conference foe and a good Georgia State team just coming off a big win versus Vandy. Probably our best night offensively as far as balance, being able to have 114 yards by Jalen, another 110 by OJ, to be able to mix in the pass game, with another 240. I thought was great offensively. Defensively, man, we've been waiting for a 3-turnover night, and every time they brought me that ball, it just made me smile. And with TJ getting that last one, that was huge. And then special teams. I can't say enough about Gavin and the job that he's doing with our coverage units, as well as putting points on the board with field goals. So great night. We'd like to thank the Georgia Grown Bowl. That really made it special to be able to hoist up a trophy. It's really special for these kids, so I can't thank them enough. With that, I'll take any questions that you have.
So, Coach, coming in, you hadn't had a guy crack 50 yards rushing. Tonight you have 2 over 100. Was that the game plan? Did you see something? What was the difference today?
Yeah, I think a little bit. You see a healthy Jalen White. You could see it last game coming on, and you could see his confidence growing, and coming off an ankle. And for a running back that's coming off a bad ankle, that's hard, and he gutted it out for us. But I think you see a truly healthy back. And then, we take what the defense gives us. We saw a lot of too high coverages, so I thought they came in to really stop the passing game, and we got the opportunity to run the football. Not only, on normal down and distances, but did a great job on short yardage goal line also. So really good night for the run game. Proud for Jalen and OJ and that offensive line. We said that this game, right at our last meeting at the pregame meal, that this game would be won in the trenches by the offensive line and defensive line, and I thought it was.
How big of a turning point was that after they score 14, you guys turn the ball over again, then they miss a field goal, and that sideline erupts. That moment, Did you feel more confident in what this team is going to do down the stretch?
Yeah, we put on a clinic about how to let a team back in. We have a turnover with the ball slipping out of the hand, and then we have a fumble punt, and then have a blown coverage, for a touchdown. And so all of a sudden back in, and I called them all up. I said, guys, you're in the lead right now. This is your opportunity to respond. Football game is games of momentum. You can go up and down. It's our time to turn the momentum, and you had that great offensive drive that really got it back to 2 scores, then a defensive stop, and then that long drive in the fourth quarter, which I was really proud of. The guys, you could feel it. They had been wearing on a defensive line, for 3 quarters, and then they put together that last drive to end the game. Really special by them.
You start off 1-0 in conference play, obviously. 2-2 going in, but 1-0 right now. That's got to give you guys a lot of momentum going into the bye week.
Yeah, definitely. We got back-to-back homestands. We get to be back in Paulson against 2 really good, conference foes. Marshall coming up next. Going to be, I think, an electric night game. I know we got a huge announcement coming out Thursday about that game, but now we get to rest up. I'll rest that horse put him back in the stable, let him rest up, and get some guys healthy. Try to stay in routine, and then go play a good Marshall team.
We talked about on Monday that it's a new season when the Sun Belt starts. To see across the board your players that you expect to play well and to execute well, a night like this, when they do that, what does that give you a headspace when as you go continue in the conference?
Yeah, like I said earlier, and I said to them, I really thought the adversity they faced in the first 4 games was going to lead us to great conference play. When you play a Boise State and an Ole Miss, the quality of that, you got to go 5.5-hour trip to Nevada to go get a hard win. You got to go be in an environment like Ole Miss was that night, and then go through a distraction, a huge distraction that affects your community with the hurricane and several communities, and you see the devastation driving here, man, just to have the mental toughness to walk in there and do your job at a high level, I'm just really proud of them. You know, this game is a game of adversities and up and downs, and their mental toughness, I think, shine through.
For us who are outside of the locker room, what does this bye week look like, especially coming off a win like that?
Yeah, they're going to get tomorrow off, and then we'll come right back on Monday. And have the opportunity, you know, to grade this tape and get some bodies built back up. This is your opportunity to get in the weight room, you know, 3 times. This is the opportunity to be able to really hone your system and really evaluate yourself after 5 games with your system, what your tendencies are, and what the other team is looking at. You know, so we've got a lot of homework to do. We'll practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll let the kids have the opportunity to go see their families after a Friday workout, and then we'll watch some ball on Saturday and watch other people try to score points and enjoy, and then we'll right back to work with Marshall.